Hey there, guys. Welcome. Hey, Lizzie, Creepwalk. What's going on? How's everybody doing? Give me a second. Factorio is acting up a little bit here. Trying to get OBS to capture this. It looks like for some reason it's like off the screen. I don't know why it's like it's not capturing the whole thing, is it? No, it's not. There we go. Perfect. All right. We're all set. Hey, Deloitte, what's up? All right. So we need to figure out how we want to lay this stuff out. Actually, before we do that, we need to go get some more materials. We're kind of out of some stuff. Hey, it should be, yeah, I fixed it. I had to move the capture area around in OBS a little bit. So, I've been thinking, and I can't decide if we want to put, like, circuits, like, if we want to send iron and copper directly into circuits, or, like do separate actual smelter area for circuits, or if we want to route the iron and copper from these smelters up to circuits. I can't really decide what I want to do here. I wish there was a way to, like... There, we need, I want a few more slots of fast inserters is what I want there, so let's go ahead and just dump these in there. They should get those filling up. Hey, Cult Classic, how are you doing? Just got done watching the latest episode for this and was itching for it. Just perfect. Man, perfect timing for real. Galiathar, in your last vid, you asked about upgrading your blueprint with stack inserters instead of fast inserters. You can do that with the upgrade planner. Right, yeah, I know you can upgrade the blueprint itself, like this, but then I'd have to replace the whole thing. I was hoping you could actually upgrade a placed blueprint, but you can't. So, fast inserters, I mean, oh geez, what happened here? I don't know what happened. Why are you doing that, game? Bad game. Oh my goodness. Stop it. Stop it. What did I, what the hell did I set this to? Why is this? Didn't I change the hotkey for this? We want controls, mods, upgrade planner, you. Yeah, dude, that's... There we go. Beacons. Okay, so what we want to do is we need to section all this off for beacons, because that's what it's supposed to be. Can do that, dump all of those back in there. Dump all those back in there. We have quite a few extra stack inserters, which are not needed, as well as these guys. Get rid of all this stone and coal as well. But yeah, so we need, I'm not sure how we want to do this, because copper circuits are going to take quite a large amount of copper. We need 35 belts of copper in total. So if I click out, okay, so are you're telling me then that out of the 35 we need, or 36, let's say 36, that's going to get rid of, wow, 36. Right. Okay, so wow, out of the 36 belts of copper we need, like 24 of those go to circuits. So out of the 36 belts of copper, 24 go to circuits, which means, yikes. That's a lot of routing. And hey, Flixing, what's up? And then each of these, like it sends in 2 full belts, but it's not actually using both like 2 full belts. So it's a little bit awkward. And we need a lot of stuff. We need 30 belts of circuits, guys. So we need 15 of these builds of circuits.
All right.
And then the real question is, how do you get 24 belts of copper and however much of iron into 15 builds?
All right.
And the answer is you can't. Hey, there's some more subs. Thank you, Sudeldar, for the Prime sub, as well as Cult Classic guys for the Prime subs. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much for using those here. Really appreciate it. 64. So 20. So like 22 iron belts need to go to it. How are we supposed to route those in? Like, that doesn't even make sense, dude. Clever splitting. I mean, spelling you can place that lets you send a single belt to more than one destination is called a splitter. Yeah, but it's not going to be like, it's still not going to work how I want it to work, though, is the thing, right? Okay, I'm waiting for materials, but I think we can go back. Hey, Forgotten Avenger, good morning. How are you doing? Alright, this guy is probably good for now. They're still bringing a few things, but it's fine. I didn't work how my job wanted me to. Yeah, exactly. A 24 to 30 balancer? You mean a 24 to... Yeah. I mean, there's not even such a thing. There's not even such a thing. Like, I think I would have to use like a 32 to 32 and then, you know, only send in 24 lanes and then take out 30. That's like the only way I can think to do it. Not near enough fast inserters, of course, but grab that. Been gone for a while. Is this a new series? Hey, Dog Vegas. Has been a while. This is the Tightening the Belt series. I'm not sure if you were around when I started that. Forgotten Avenger. I'm feeling a bit better, thank you. I didn't sleep well the last couple nights, but I did sleep a bit better last night, so I am feeling better. Not quite 100%, but definitely better. Thank you. 8 to 10 or 8 to 12, and just use 10 3 times. Yeah, I mean, I could do 3 separate ones. That's certainly possible. Hey, Sir Elmo, what research is next? Well, right now we're not going to do any research because we're trying to use our resources to get materials to build this. But once we do build the megabase, we're going to be pumping out mining productivity as quickly as we can. Wow, we went through those inserters so fast, dude. I know I mispronounced your name last time, and I'm gonna do it again. I'm sorry. Oh. You're... Ranger? I'm so bad, dude. And Kivik, how's it going? Hey, guys. How are you? I'm gonna mispronounce your name several times. Hey, Binary Pigeon. I'm okay. I'm pretty good. How are you? I'm glad it's the weekend. Okay, so we're out of that. We did place all the beacons. Now, of course, I don't remember how many of these I actually placed. I think 16? Each one outputs 2. And we need how many belts of copper? 36, so... Yikes. This is a bit of a problem, man. It's a problem, guys. Cold Classic, thanks for the follow. Good news, I'll sub to you as soon as I get my Twitch Prime. And it was your Ranger. Right. Ranger, right. That's what that's what I wanted to do, like pronounce it first. And then I like second guessed myself. So thank you very much, though, your Ranger. Once you do get your Twitch Prime, I very much appreciate that. Speaking of which, Byronay Pingent, thank you for your Prime sub. That is also deeply appreciated, guys. Thank you so much. So we're obviously out of inserters. We need all the furnaces too. All of them. Everything. Doing good, just relaxing at home before the next work week. That sounds like a good plan. Alright, so we have 16. I think what I'm actually going to do is we need 18 for copper, and I decided last episode, if you watch that, to put copper above, because if we're going to tap these patches, copper is obviously kind of first, so we want copper first. So we need to place 2 more, because we need 18 of these dudes just for copper. I'm a little worried how much room I'm going to have here to do stuff. Hey, Max. How are you? Research another bot speed or 2?
Alright!
That's a lot, man. I kind of need the resources for that Afflixion, for the materials. And Max for the Prime sub. So many Prime subs, guys. Thank you so much. It is, it's such a... Twitch Prime is just such a cool thing. Okay, so we got all those placed. Missing power poles. I knew I was forgetting something.
I'll be back.
Like a man belt priority splitter, away the lanes, extras keep going to the next build. I'm not really a fan of using the priority splitters in that method. I would rather just do a balancer. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm just saying I personally don't really like doing it that way. And I like your name. Early Midlife Crisis. Thanks for the follow. Great name there. Alright. So these are all copper. This is just copper. And then we're going to need even more iron than that. We need a lot more iron even than that. Like, the real headache is figuring out where to actually place all this stuff, because I don't know, it's really difficult. I think we're gonna have to get rid of this. I really don't want to get rid of this patch. This 61 million, that's something I don't really want to pass up. It's right in the way. We're gonna have to kind of build around it somehow, because I mean, I don't want to get rid of a 61 million patch. And Traffic Cone with the 200 bits. Thank you so much. You just you cheer that every stream. It's awesome. Are you just is that all from ads? Thanks, Jerm. Hope you're doing good today. Hey, Flat Top. I'm doing better, for sure. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? Okay, so we got all the furnaces. We're missing some modules, belts, power poles, obviously inserters. Oh, poor little bots. Come on, dudes, you can do it. Oi.
I'll be back.
Decalobe. Thanks for the follow. How are you doing? Welcome. Besides the smelter you're going to need, you can't really avoid building over resource patches. Well, I don't want to build over that particular one. It's a good resource patch. This water is like literally going to be smack in the way of something. All from ads. Just got a 50-bit ad. Damn, dude. How you getting these 50-bit ads? The highest I've ever gotten is 25 bits. Usually I get 5-bit ads. That's crazy. That's crazy good. What the hell? Let's just take all the power poles. We need more mods. I'm just gonna take half those. Half those. We're missing belt and stuff. Took all the undergrounds that we could. Even my megabase had to build over some patches. Well, I don't mind building over some, but like I don't want to build over that one. Like I'll build over these. I mean, I don't really want to build over that, but I don't know. We'll see. Because the bus shouldn't really actually be over here. Because most of the stuff is going to route up, and some will route straight, but it shouldn't hit this patch, theoretically. I know, right? Freak, it feels horrible building over patches. It's very painful. About 100-bit ads. Man, Twitch must love you guys. I always just get these crappy 5-bit ads. It's like... It's ridiculous. Randomly I'll get 57, 500. Wow. You must do a lot of ad watching then. Maybe you just do enough to where it just happens more often. We're already out of power poles. Undergrounds, of course. Missing a lot of stuff. I think we got all the modules though. I don't get ads. I mean, you probably need to turn off your ad block. Flicks in. Okay, sweet. So we just need some belt. So all of this being copper.
I'll be back.
And Drizzle TV, thanks for the follow. Welcome. So with all of this being copper then, and what did we figure we needed? 24 belts, was it? Crap, I don't even remember. Yeah, it's 24 belts of copper go to circuits. So if we were to put circuits like... Because remember, we need to route iron to them too. And then copper would go... The rest of the copper would go to the bus. I'm almost tempted to put... Because if we do iron down here, I'm almost tempted to put circuits like centered here. Because then we could route like some of these, most of these, down, and then iron would go kind of up and meet in the middle. The rest of these could go up. The only problem is in sending the rest of the iron up to the bus, which that's a lot of belts to route around the circuits.
I'll be back.
The other option would be to put circuits like... Well, above this wouldn't really work. To put them like over here or something, but that's almost even more messy. I mean, I could put them like facing like horizontal left to right up here, but that's still like almost equally as messy. The iron would have to go all the way up. The only advantage would be that the rest of the iron that goes on the bus could just go up to the bus and turn and go to the bus rather than going around the circuits. Okay. We need to go get more materials, but yeah, I'm not sure which way is going to be better, which one's going to be more of a pain or not. Okay, so I started a new world and was happy because there was plenty of iron and copper at the start, but went to build my furnace setup and I found there was no stone deposit. Oh man, Cubic, that sucks. I hate it when that happens. When you find a world that's like, oh, this is perfect, and you start building, and then like an hour in, you're like, oh, this super critical resource isn't here. They don't need to go directly into circuits by proximity. What? But the circuit's in a place that's out of the way so you don't cover up that patch. Well, yeah, but where's out of the way though, Afflixion? That's the problem. Out of the way would either be up here or like I don't know where. Can I play with you? I'm one of your biggest fans. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're a fan. Unfortunately, I don't really have anyone join this map. This is pretty much purely a single player map. Train world as well, so the order pauses are really far apart. Geez. Or even further east. Well, if I go further east, then the circuit's gonna have to go backwards. Because the circuits need to go like... so long, like it's... Like, they're gonna have to go back, because... Like, I need circuits for... Like, inserters to make yellow or green science, right? So, if I put them too far... Like, it's gonna be... I think up here is almost the best option. Then we'll just route the iron, like, super far away, I guess, or something. Yeah, we need, like, a bajillion more inserters right now. We need to kick up this inserter production, man. Hey, Muda, what's up? Shift the belts up, they've been up and been right, then you build above the iron. What, above this iron? Oh, that's way too far away. Shift the belts up, they bend up and bend right, then you build above the iron. Oh, well, yeah, oh, the iron belts? Yeah, like up here, like this is what I was saying, right? Like up here. Sorry, I went busy shortly before you said hi. Hey, Lizzie. No worries. I'm just trying to avoid the iron patch for you. Well, thank you. Thanks, Twitch noob here. I had no idea about watching ads until you mentioned it. I now have bits. Here, have my bits. Hey, thank you so much for the bits. Yeah, so it's super cool. You can, most people, if you're in the US, and I think some parts of Europe, you can watch ads to get bits, and then you can cheer with the bits, which is awesome. If you'd suck it up and build over the iron patch, then you could put the circuits right in front of the smelter. How is that different than what I was saying before, Flixian? I was saying put the circuits right here. Like, how is that any different than building them over here? How do you watch ads for bits? Cubic, it depends where you're located, but if you click the little bits button next to the emote button, and do get bits, there should be an option to watch ads, but it, depending where, like what region you live in, a lot of places aren't allowed to do it. But if you're like in the US and I think some parts of Europe, you can do it. Hello there, streamer. Hey, he's Scythe. I'm glad to see you back, man. Oh, there's no stream today? I announced on my Discord I changed it. My schedule changed. So I didn't stream yesterday and I streamed today. So fast inserters is our holdup. Where are them things being made? Over here. On the ad thing. Alright, well you may not be in a region that can do it. How's this guy doing? Not great, but I think we need more undergrounds. I'm gonna take more undergrounds. This thing is lacking gears, not surprising. Can I post a link to the page about the ads? You should be able to, Lizzie. You should be a regular. Alright, see you later, Cubic. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good day. Always get Colonel Will confused about. I don't know what you're talking about. He was confused about something. I don't mean the backseat, but it makes me nervous when nukes are the active weapon. Oh, dude. Olabolas. That's great. I love it. Thank you. I honestly would have probably blown myself up at some point. Or blown up the entire megabase smelter I just built is a more likely situation. Work has been keeping me busy. Unfortunately, haven't been able to make it the last couple of streams. Well, no worries. I'm glad you're here now. About to try using trains for the first time. Are there any tips, advice you can provide? Don't stand near the track if there's even the slightest possibility of a train being on it. In fact, just disconnect any track you're working on from any other track that could possibly have a train on it. In a serious note, I mean, I guess my main thing would be like figure out what's more comfortable for you in regards to building loop-based single-headed systems or building double-headed systems. Like mine is a double-headed non-loop based system. I'm not gonna say that one's better than the other, but I think most people fall under one category or the other. Like I find it far easier and simple to build these type of systems than a loop-based system, but some people are the opposite. So like just I would say like find which one you're comfortable with, and then it'll be a lot easier, I think, for you to like work with trains in general if you work with that. Stop it. Okay, this should be about what I need. Low blood sugar for the win. Play a quick game, league an hour later, still play the game, so much fun. That's pretty much how League goes, man. Well, thank you for your good wishes. I did very well in my exam. I hope you're better. Hey, I'm so glad you did well in your exam. Congrats. I'm feeling a bit better. Thank you. Alright, let's finish this, and then I want to figure out where to do circuits here. Walking through these smelters is a bit hellish, but come on, bots, right here. You can do it. Let's go. Right in front of you, man. Still wasn't enough inserters. Yikes. And this tree's gotta go. What a fancy smelter. Oh, yeah. You've missed a fair bit. It's, we're finally building the mega smelter. Does not train infrastructure depend on how you like to set up the signals and your base layout? Well, I mean, yes and no. The general, like, whether you do a loop-based system or a non-loop-based system has nothing to do with your base layout, typically. It has to do with how you like to build trains. But like the actual system itself, like where you place it and such, is going to depend on your base. And how you like to set up signals, I mean, kind of. I mean, there's usually a right and a wrong way to signal. Ready for the headache? Check your map. Check your... Oh, God. Stupid bots. Placing all the power poles wrong. That's expensive. The module costs, though. Yeah, this is super expensive. Funnily enough, the modules are actually not what I'm low on, which is a very odd problem to have. What we do need is not this many of these. Okay, so let's grab this circuit build, which I had somewhere. Actually, I have no idea where I put this. Crap. Oh, here it is. Duh. Is this a fixed one? I don't remember. Let's turn these off. Was that the, is this the fixed one? No, I don't think so. Okay, well, let me re-blueprint this, because this one I know works. Actually, let's just grab that. Fantastic. Circuit build. Beaconed. Boom. Alright, so we need 15 of these, if my calculator is correct. Actually, a little more than that, unfortunately. Okay, so, yeah, I was thinking, like, because, again, so my issue was, if we place these right here in front, the pros, we can take most of the copper and send it over, and then some of the iron and send it over, but then the problem is the rest of the iron that needs to actually go up to the bus has to either go in front of the circuits or like behind the circuits through all the belts we routed. However, sending it in front of the circuits could be doable because the circuits have to go to the bus anyway. Right? So they could just go side by side up to the bus and then turn. The other option would be to place them up here and then route copper and iron, but then we'd have to route the rest of the copper to the bus. I don't think we want to do that. It's currently stuck on CS. Why not have iron on the other side of the bus? Like circuit, circuit, circuit. CCC, copper, copper. What? Your code mystifies me, Afflixion. Having iron up here, you mean? Or having iron over here? Yeah, I know C equals copper. What's the G's and the 1s? Is that circuit build ratio for 2 blue belts out? It is, yes. One question, do you speak any other language or are there any you would like to learn? I do not speak any other language. I took Spanish in middle school and high school, and I didn't come out knowing any of it because I'm really bad with languages. I'm dyslexic. It's hard enough for me to learn English. So learning another language is actually legitimately extremely difficult for me. Oh, City Skylines. Oh yeah, I mean, I can understand why you're obsessed with that. So copper, copper, green circuit, iron. Wait, so having green circuits between copper and iron? Is that what you're saying? So having like green circuits in here? Like right here? And then having iron underneath it? I took Russian in middle school. I actually really liked it. Out of all the languages I've had to try to take, Russian was my favorite. Oh, for the bus? Oh, yeah. No, I see what you're saying. Oh, yeah, that's pretty much what I was going to do, I think. Each green circuit factory is 340% speed and 40% prod. I don't know. I mean, the prod is right. The speed is... Yep, you're right. Yep. That's exactly what it is. Okay, well, let's stick these. So we want 24 belts, which is 12 smelters worth.
I'll be back.
Okay, so... And we need 15 of these. Actually, a little bit more. And these are almost the same width as this. So if we did like 7, what if we did like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just put it here. I don't know, I don't remember which is which. If copper's on the bottom, we're gonna have some problems. Stick this here, make sure we have enough room to route belts. It's actually going to be an issue, I think. Shit. Copper's on the bottom. How's that supposed to work? That won't work. Because we're going to have our belts overlapping if we do it that way. Okay, well, if we made these iron, and then the other one's copper, we could do that, and then the copper would just go around with the circuits too, and then the iron would go up. Maybe, I guess that would be better. I know, but it's still gonna be super, super messy, dude. Like, that's great and all, but, like, there's no way to make that clean, Flixian, when you're working with, like, 45 belts worth, all needing to cross over each other. I think it would actually work fine to have this be iron. Except for the copper being here. So I don't understand my sense of humor. Well, not really. Not when you type it, dude. It's like really hard sometimes to discern when someone's being serious or not just by reading. Like, unless it's just like an absolutely blatant joke. Reading text is kind of hard to tell sarcasm and jokes. I'll do a reverse direction of input for iron plate and add iron smelters on the other side of circuits. I mean, that could work. Maybe? Make the mess at the ore input side alternate smelting iron copper building array. I thought of that, but I prefer the mess to be actually here. Can we reverse these? Is that gonna work? It would require a little bit of redoing, but not much. Well, it would require a bit. No, I guess we can just create a spaghetti mess. We'll just create a mess of spaghetti, is what we'll do. It's fine. So we need a lot of these. How many is that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. How many built-to green circuits do you need in total? 30.9. Stream is going to last for about another almost 2 hours. Yikes. Yikes is right. Because what we can do now, though, is have 7. Wait. That wasn't really how I wanted to do that, was it? Because we need 24 belts of copper, and we need how much of iron? $22 belts of iron, which is 11 smelters. This isn't actually really centered at all, is it? It's 1 a.m. in Germany. I love it. I'm staying tuned. Well, glad to hear that, Ranger. Spider is big. Uh-oh. I'm using like almost 800 megawatts of power currently. Okay, so what we need to do some sort of indicator here. Because I have no materials, but let's just do like that's my best effort for a C. Okay, so this is the end of the copper. I need this. I need to mark this so I know where copper ends and iron starts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't think that one's right. I think we goofed. We done goofed, guys. Abort. The frick, man. Ever heard of like shift placing over something? What? What? What is wrong with this thing? I have a ghost there. Is there gonna be room? Oh, dude, we barely don't hit the lake. Okay, so that's 11. Okay. So this is how much iron needs to go into these circuits, which is not really centered. It's close enough, I guess. Because there's going to be a lot more iron below this. There's going to be a lot more iron below this. Alright, let's go nuke some dudes here. Clear them out. Oh, that's definitely a nuke candidate right there. See you later, bugs. Bring back bell just to place it again. Not my fault the bots are dumb. Alright, so that's all the iron then for the circuits alone. That's just for the circuits. The real challenge is how do we route all this? 24. So 12 smelters of copper need to go into circuits. Just so 24 belts. We could do like and then there's 30 inputs, so yeah, we need either multiple 8 to 10 balancers, or we need somehow a 24 to 30 balancer. Hey, Intercooler. My plans today are to build out as much of the megabase stuff as we possibly can here. I'm not sure how well it's going to go. Yeah, this could be a bit difficult. I don't even think I have an 8 to 10 balancer. I think the biggest I have is an 8 to 8. I know there's a 32 to 32 balancer. I'm not sure how that'd work. I mean, we just have to send 24 into it and take 30 out. And actually, I don't think there'd even be room for it in between here. We'd have to move this, I think. If you become a somewhat bigger YouTube streamer, will you ever do a fan meeting or something like that? I've considered doing it even at this stage, but like, I mean, it would have to be, I mean, you know, I couldn't like travel everywhere, so it would be local to where I live, which obviously a lot of people wouldn't be able to attend, but so yeah, no, I've considered doing it before. But I think there's only, so yeah, it would pretty much just be relevant to anyone who happens to live in my state or city. Or divided by 30 should be 6 times 4 to 5 balancers. I'm not a fan of 4 to 5 balancers at all. Road trip to Colorado? Yeah, there you go. Meet people at conventions. Yeah, that would require me going to conventions. Which would require me having the money to buy plane tickets and hotel fare for all these conventions. And tickets for the convention themselves.
I'll be back.
Do one in UK. Right. Super Sandra, I live in Colorado. Jimmy Ball, thanks for the follow, and Smelter Boy, thanks for the follow. We're out of beacons and modules. How about that? Finally out of modules. This is a bit of a mess. I have a balancer book somewhere in here. Okay, well, what are our options in this thing? We have an 8 to 8. I mean, 4 to 5 almost would be our best bet, huh? But that still doesn't route well at all. Is Colorado a big village? Lol. I can't tell if you're joking or not, intercooler. They love that. Oh yeah, I'm sure they'd be thrilled about that. I'll have to ask Zerdy or somebody about like an 8 to 10 balancer. Although he'll probably just ignore me. Or yell at me for wanting to do such a thing. It's sarcasm, yeah, that's kind of what I figured. I mean, hey, I don't know, for all I know, someone has no idea what Colorado is. Maybe they live in a hole in another country and have no idea what it is.
I'll be back.
I think we need to get more materials. Inherent balance or right? Man, well, like, the problem is, the things are inherently balanced, but you can't, I mean, without a balancer or splitting somehow, you can't send, you know, 24 lanes to 30 inputs. I've been to Florida, never going back there. Yeah, same here, Mafi. It's way too hot, humid, yucky. Colorado reminded me of New Zealand when I was there briefly. Really? That's interesting. I've seen, you know, pictures and videos of New Zealand, and I think it's way more pretty than Colorado, but Beware sprinklers, though. Oh, jeez. Okay, let's dump all this stuff. I think flat exterms yet today. Hey, Virgie, not yet, luckily. There's not many trains where I'm working at in here right now. Colorado's in the US, and that's basically all. Well, at least you know that much. Hello from Canada. Hey, Cali Cats, how are you doing? It's the Hobbit holes, yeah. I'm gonna yoink these inserters here. Hobbit holes are indeed nice. Okay, so I need to figure out, I need someone with a balancer book, like a serious balancer book. Does anyone here have? I mean, 8 to 10, I think. Well, 8 to 10 wouldn't even work, because well, no, yeah, no, that would work. That would be best, because then we would just need 3 of them. Tricksy hobbits. And we are here greeting from Hungary. Well, hello. I guess I could ask Mojo. I don't think Mojo uses that type of stuff. Oh, he's streaming. Oh yeah, I forgot they were shoutcasting. Was that happening today? I didn't even realize that was happening. Okay, so I'll have to rewatch the VOD for that. Let me just grab any more inserters that are here. If only I knew how to make balancers, I'd make my own. But I don't have a clue how they work. I mean, I don't think, like, it's not as simple as just combining two 4 to 5s. It's not that simple, unfortunately. It doesn't work like that. I mean, I could just put 2 next to each other, I guess. I mean, that could work. What do you need? I need 24 to 30 because we need 24 belts of copper to feed green circuits, but the green circuit builds take 2 belts, and we need 15 builds, which is 30. They don't take full belts, is the thing, is why there's like a bit of a gap there. Is they don't actually use full belts. Is the problem. I think actually our best bet may be to simply just put like 2 2 4 to 5s right next to each other, I think would be the best option.
All right.
You have a blueprint for 32 to 32 to just use that, and I do not have a blueprint for it, is the problem. I mean, if someone happens to have a 32 to 32. Why not add more smelters and just run 30 belts of smelting for circuits and let it back up? I mean, I could, I suppose. I guess I could. Would that be easier? Probably. But not well for copper it wouldn't be an issue, but for iron it would be, because we only need 22 belts, full belts of iron, but these circuit builds are going to take 30. So building that many additional, well, I mean, no, I guess it's not that many more. It would be 4 additional iron smelters and 3 additional copper smelters. Hey, Sharky, 6-month resub. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. How are you doing? 32 on Factorio prints. I'm not sure I actually trust bouncers from there. Yeah, I don't really like these huge balancers myself. It's a bit of... yeah. I'm not sure I want to use that. We could, to avoid that, we could just build more. We could build 3 additional copper smelters and 4 additional iron smelters, and then they would just back up. Do it. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. We're just going to build the extra smelters. So that's probably the best bet. So we need... oh, man, dude. This stupid... frick. Can I, like... I need to collect some rocks, man. Give me all the rocks. That should be enough landfill. Good thing there's rocks, like, everywhere. Fantastic. Okay, so we need 3 more coppers. 1, 2, 3. So this means we can just run that many belts. So we'll just run 24 copper belts. Or no, 30. Sorry, 30. We'll run 30 copper belts, and then we'll run 30 iron belts. And a lot of them are going to massively back up, but it's a lot easier to balance things like on the train side than it is on the belt side, in my opinion. Like, it's more smelters, so it's going to require more ore, but it's super easy to just build more trains and acquire more outposts and then just feed them. Is kind of what I found. So yeah, because this way we can just build some more trains, build more outposts if we need to, and then pretty much be good to go. We're going to need a lot of landfill, a fair bit, to landfill this guy. Unfortunately, there's water down here, which we're going to hit too. We actually need like a serious landfill creation center, I think, here. So anyway, do you have a good robot tutorial and a train tutorial? Because I'm kind of scared trying those two. They seem quite complicated. Yeah, Nano. So there is a tutorial. It's fairly old, but mostly still relevant for the logistics network, and like how all the chests work for logistics network, and like the difference between the robots. Is in one of my tutorial playlists. Like I said, it's a bit old, so it doesn't cover the buffer chest. But other than that, it should still be relevant. And then I do have one train tutorial in terms of like train layouts and such. I've not done a specific signaling tutorial yet, but there are quite a few of those out there that are quite good. Yeah, what I'm thinking is I just need to find a stone patch and just turn it all into landfill. Pretty much. PDU display priority feeds the circuits and excess goes to the bus or train station for delivery. It will keep the smelters working so the power to the beacon isn't wasted when they are idle. I mean, I could do that. I don't know, like, I don't have anything else I would send it to. The excess, because I don't want, like, partial lines of iron going on in my bus, if that makes sense, you know? So it doesn't really like priority splitters. I mean, in that particular case, I think it would be fine. It's just I don't really want to be sending like partial lanes of a resource to the main bus. Hey, Hope. Doesn't look big enough. Is never mind. I was gonna say something very rude, but I will restrain myself. Looking at your county's map, I can understand country's map why you would be taught Spanish. Why is that? Because we border Mexico? I mean, Colorado doesn't at all, but our country does. More faster, more bigger. Yes, I was going to say it directed at Hope. If so, you have my permission. Why is there like random... That was a misclick. Jeez, I don't want those in there. Okay, so we built these. We need some landfill. We need to set up landfill before we really do anything else at this point. Actually, let me grab some other stuff. Actually, I have most of what I need. Never mind. We're good. There are a lot of counties that have Spanish name. Really? I don't know of any, but I don't know Spanish, so. (262) I mean, it's a base building train, but 363 is pretty speedy. You could probably fit all your circuit builds in before the end of steel. Potentially. Yes, I was Hope. For nap time. Yeah, I used them for... Well, I tried learning, and then I just gave up. Or lack thereof. Yes. So we have this big stone patch here. I think we could just turn into landfill, honestly. In fact, I'm just going to go do that really quick. Might have been hilarious if uttered. I mean, I should have said it, but I want to try to keep the stream friendly and appropriate. But yes, I had it all prepared. Okay, so we're just gonna like most of these aren't even on, so. Oh, got that one. How did we miss this, dude? Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna send these. I don't have a yellow belt. Blue belt's gonna have to work. It's insanely excessive, but there's no way we can even support this spinning, but... Oh. Get that. Get this. We're gonna get more on the outside, because this needs stone out the wazoo. What? What? Dang, game. What you doing, man? You let Hope fall in here. Until he blurts out F-bombs from nuking himself. Hey, that doesn't count, man. It's just like a reflex. When you nuke yourself to how, like, there's no... It's so hard to not blurt in the vicinity. Okay, so we need long-handed. Of course, I put power poles right in the way of. Brilliant. Go away, tree. We don't want you anymore. Boom. Boom. Go well with no beacons. I mean, even as this is, this thing's gonna, like, not work at all, hardly, but... I just blue belt the whole thing. Why not? Or at least some of it. There we go. Storm have something against substations? Not really, aside from the fact you can't walk past them, which is a huge pain. Well, I mean, this isn't the fastest thing in the world, but hey, it'll build up over time, right? Only to 12 in Discord, you can probably just backfeed 2 of the outputs to get 10 out. Oh, okay. I mean, I decided I'm not going to use a balancer, but that would actually be handy to have. So I'm gonna import it anyway. Okay, sweet. Nope. Oh, it's a lot more compact than I thought it would be, actually. Sweet. Can you walk past them? I think I still get stuck on them. I thought I did. No, I really don't have anything against them, actually. Like in my smelter belts, I didn't use them because it would have required me to just move stuff around a lot, or like underground most of it, which isn't really a problem. It's just, yeah, they take up a ton of space. Okay, so oil's good. That's good. Red circuits are good. We are missing. We're requesting modules. These we're bringing over via a tank, which I guess we need to go pick up more. I actually haven't looked at the productivity module area in quite a while. Yeah, substations are very difficult to use in belt builds like this. That's a good point Felician has. Ride the belt down, go get some more prod modules. Currently building my belt base with just substations and 12 beacon builds. Nice! In 12 beacon builds they can work, actually. You can fit them in a little bit better. With calling for it? Yeah. I didn't have any on me, though, and I couldn't make any. Tank's flying, yeah, man. Gosh, darn it. It doesn't have good brakes, though, that's for sure. Wow, we have 1,000 of these. That will be very helpful. Many varieties to do stuff, exactly. Oh, that thing just went, it just plowed through that laser turret, man.
All right.
The lasers have like 400 health, too. 1,000 health. And it just ran through it like it was nothing. Fluff Nugget, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. I really appreciate that. Vehicle braking speed research. I feel like that should be a thing, shouldn't it? Like, if they want to add a little more research to the game, I think that'd be pretty cool. Or just have the train research apply to, like, just have a general braking research. So we're low on processing units is what it looks like here. It's probably a green circuit problem, if I had to guess. Let's not hit the chest or the cargo wagons full of stuff. What is the issue? Green circuits. Green circuits are going. They're just slow. And there's only breaking research for trains, not for all vehicles. Just drop an anchor. Yeah, there you go. Literally braking force. Yeah, but that's not for vehicles. That's just for trains. I didn't. I mean, I know you did the new steel build. Hope. That thing's massive. What if braking research was infinite? That would be pretty crazy. If braking research was infinite, like you would that'd actually be hilarious. You would just get to a point, I imagine, where like it just destroys like it just like insta stops. Which would probably break the game. Yeah, they just insta stop, which would be great for me. Stupidly awesome fuel mod. I didn't even know that was a thing. Wow, these guys are a little bit close to that train track. Pollution's already... Oh my god. I had not looked at pollution in a while. Yikes. It's a lot of red. When trains already in stop, they're going to a train stop that gets turned off. Oh yeah, I think they might. Trains don't stop for you. Yeah, Rissy, that is true. That is very true. And on Cloud Town stream earlier, 11% of players have finished the game, but 15 have been run over by locomotives. That's hilarious. How fast the train stopped in the switcheroo? Yeah, man. Oh yeah, that's crazy how fast they stopped in there. The train force Xterm has in a magnetic attraction. You can finish Factorio. Oh, here's a. That we're stopped by a locomotive. Now, 11% is inaccurate for the reasons I explained. Mods disable the achievement, and a lot. I mean, yeah. There's a ton of people who play with mods, even if it's something super simple. So, like, the 11% is pretty inaccurate, I think. Died 6 times yesterday while trying to signal assaulting not. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, that sounds like that would be a bit of a problem. Alright guys, I'm going to go grab a very quick snack and be back in just a couple minutes. Stick around. I'm going to leave this here, let these bots build stuff, and I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Quote me. Afflixie knows me bits again if I'm faster. Alrighty, I'm back. I'm back, I'm back, I'm back. I don't know if I made it, but I'm back here. I'm gonna have a nice stream. Alright, see you later, Max. Likely, as he's being hit by a train. Buy a chew toy for your doggo if you're faster. Hey, FX. Just in time. Woohoo! Didn't take 5 minutes too early. No such thing. Make it till you make it. Alright. Things are just kind of starting to come together a little bit. Question. Answer. All the beacons. Oh. I don't really know what we were missing over there. Certainly don't need that many splitters though, that's for sure. Should I walk down the street and get myself a hot chocolate, or should I stick to water? It's a little hot out for hot chocolate, isn't it? I'd say water. Buy fewer trains since getting the reputation otherwise. I have not been hit by that many trains in quite a while. To be fair, I haven't played with Colonel Will and the guys in quite a while, and I think that's more than a coincidence. Assassin's Creed. It's a fun game. And now I'm cursed. Yes, that was the plan all along. She'll curse anybody who comments. Didn't you get run over 10 times in the old megabase? I don't know if it was 10, but it was quite a bit. Hey, Steph, how are you? I personally liked Assassin's Creed 2 the most. Oh, 10 minutes, sorry. Into the old mega base? Yeah. Come on, bots, you can do it. Sweet, this is starting to take shape here. A little bit low on belt. Being a pirate, yeah, that would be fun. Brotherhood. Wait, wasn't Brotherhood the third one? I'm good. I'm glad to see you're feeling okay today. Well, thank you. Oh yeah, things are definitely starting to come along here. Very nice. Origin. I think I only played Brotherhood and the second one, I think. I played a ton of the second one. I'm to look about a swine white into a flu wagon and making back a corpse and I don't think I can top that. Oh, I'll deal with SE. Okay. What were we were missing belt. I already grabbed all the belt. Dang it. Well, darn it, man. Gotta go refill. Isn't that a thing? Probably. We get game enemy if hit 15. Damn. Alright, sweet. It is one of my favorite games of all time. I have yet to play that. I just don't have time. Which 3 may ruin it. On the train station. Yeah, it's a little bit finicky though with making sure all the stuff goes in the right places. Alrighty. So at this point in the stream, guys, so Twitch is doing, let me refill. Twitch is doing now this thing there. It's in beta stage, and there's some streamers, including myself, who are in it. I'm booking you for a 2-hour session to make you play Witcher 3. Hey, I'd be down for that, Flixian. Using a train? I am using it. So Twitch is doing this thing where they provide you with what they call... Hey, Nox Corner. 0 delay live stream? Yes. Unless Twitch puts a delay on it. So Twitch is doing this thing called what they call bounties. They're essentially like little sponsorships for streamers. And I've entered into one for Worlds Adrift. So